It's really important when you're decluttering to have an exit route, because if you don't know where those things are going to go, whether it's the local charity shop, into the bin, into the recycling, they will end up shoved in a corner and they will collect even more clutter, or they'll be driven round in the boot of your car for 6 months.
Hello and welcome to the Ideal Home Show YouTube channel. I'm Louise Gookie. Now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. So, today's guest is George Tanner, a professional organiser, an author and course creator whose approach to decluttering goes way beyond junk drawers and mismatched socks. George is all about clearing space in your home and your head. And in this episode, she'll show you how the two are deeply connected. So, if your environment's been stressing you out, or you've been telling yourself, I'll deal with it later, this is your sign. It's not about perfection. It's about feeling better in your space, one sock drawer at a time. So let's step into George's world and discover how small changes can make a big emotional difference.
Hi, I'm George. I'm a professional organiser from Simplify by George, and I help people declutter, organise and simplify their homes. The thing is with clutter is it's much more than just the physical clutter that you have around your home. There's lots of conversations around the invisible load and the mother load. So there's lots of clutter in our minds as well as in our homes. And then there's the emotion of the things that we own. When I talk about the emotion of things, I can give you a good example. In lockdown, when the schools hadn't got their act together and we had to teach our children at home, I rushed out thinking, I've got this covered, I'm a qualified teacher. So I went and got loads of supplies, including this amazing paper craft. And it was something that means I could make this unicorn with my son. And I had visions of how well it was going to go. Well, half an hour into the activity, we were both crying and shouting at each other. So I popped it in the cupboard. It took me 3 months to throw it away because of all the emotions I had attached to it. But the day I did, the relief was amazing. There are lots of studies out there that talk about the impact of clutter. It can increase your stress levels, your anxiety, affect your ability to sleep. There's even a study that says you are twice as likely to eat chocolate than you are an apple. I can tell you I live in a clutter-free home. I'm still twice as likely to eat chocolate. For me, anyone who is a mother is a working mother, and it's not a 40-hour-a-week job, and it's really rubbish pay. So there is so much to think about, and there's so little time to do it. It's all the things that we have to do around the house, and it is so time-consuming. It eats up all of our time and all of our resources. Because we are so time poor, the thing for me that makes the difference is making sure that you can do little and often. So making really small changes to your environment is the key. Think about that drawer that catches in your kitchen. It's probably the potato masher. If you can remove that and put it somewhere else, it's just one less irritation in your life. One of my favourite small changes to start shifting responsibility in your home is to remove the words "for me" when you ask someone to do something. Think about it. If you say to somebody, can you unload the dishwasher for me? Can you take the bins out for me? You're saying it's something that you own, and it's not for you, it's for everybody. And when you ask somebody to do something for you, they think you're doing you a favour, and they're not, because they live there too. A great tip to save a little bit of time and a lot of frustration. It's a controversial one, and you may not be able to bring yourself to do it. But if the washing goes into the washing inside out, wash it inside out, dry it inside out, fold it up inside out, and give it back to the person who put it in the wash inside out. They can do it themselves. You don't need to. This is one of my favourite tips because it just saves a little bit of time, makes you feel a little less resentful, and even a little bit gleeful. My top 3 tips for getting things organised and decluttered. Whenever you're starting to declutter and get organised, make sure you start small. You don't want to be emptying your whole wardrobe out onto your bed at 8 p.m. in the evening and then running out of time and energy to finish it off. So always just start with your socks or your underwear. Give yourself something small to get yourself started. It's really important when you're decluttering to have an exit route, because if you don't know where those things are going to go, whether it's the local charity shop, into the bin, into the recycling, they will end up shoved in a corner and they will collect even more clutter, or they'll be driven round in the boot of your car for 6 months. When you're decluttering, give yourself a time limit for doing the work. Otherwise, it goes on forever and you will find yourself getting overwhelmed and not being able to complete the job. So do something small, set yourself a time limit and go, go, go.
So that was George Tanner. Proof that decluttering isn't just about stuff. It's about the weight we carry, the expectations we juggle, and the quiet chaos that can build up even in the coziest of homes. Whether it's fixing a drawer that sticks every morning or ditching the phrase, "for me," when asking for help, George's approach is as empowering as it is doable. And her top 3 tips? Well, start small, set a timer, and have a plan for where your clutter will go. Simple steps that work because they meet you where you are. If this episode on the Ideal Home Show YouTube channel gave you that little boost of motivation, hit like, subscribe, or share it with a friend who's feeling overwhelmed by their space. We've also put a link to George's courses and socials in the description below if you want to take things further. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone.
Hi, I'm Mark Meadows.
I'm Michelle Marby Davies.
I'm Annie Sloan and I invented chalk paste.
So, cocktails.
The hive will produce 30 or 40 pounds of honey in a year.
I'm going to show you 3 ways how you can improve your home life using the very latest smart tech.
If you're looking to move or improve,
Have I got a chocolate and tonka bean? I might just have
we've got all sorts planned. This hob is actually amazing.
a little chocolate and tonka bean.
The lovely aroma, the curry leaves.
Might do that neat right at the end as a little treat for me really.
So what I love to do is go for citrus-based scents.
And it can be amazing for your skin.
So it really becomes a different look from day to evening.
To have a plan without thinking about colour, texture or specific product choices.
We've got talks, drop-in sessions, explanations, workshops, everything.
Oh, it's a good job it's 7 p.m, isn't it? I'd get into trouble. So,